Stop! There is nothing wrong with your device. Do not attempt to adjust your screen. We are controlling the input and output of this program. The hands on the clock are gone, and the hustle and bustle of busyness no longer exists. So take a deep breath and exhale. You are about to cross over into the timeout zone with Dr. Toni, the self-care doctor, for some me time. Here, there is no addiction to hurry, no stress or worry, no strain or pain. Anxiety turns to relaxation, and exhaustion gives in to meditation. Here is where you can just be. Journey weekly with Dr. Toni as she promotes balanced living through information and inspiration while reminding you of your status, that you are a VIP, a very important person in the timeout zone. Remember, take care with self-care. If not you, who? If not now, when?
Hi, I'm Dr. Toni, the self-care doctor. Thank you for joining me here on the Timeout Zone, our weekly segment of hot topics. The hands on the clock are gone, and time has stopped so that you can take care of yourself. Today's hot topic is about domestic violence, breaking the silence and connecting the dots. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen someone who appeared to be very withdrawn, almost shy, afraid, won't give you direct eye contact, and you see that they have a black dot on their hands or somewhere on their body to signal to you that they are in an abusive relationship or situation? If you have, this is what you should do. Call 911. Now that you know that that black dot means that they are in a very severe violent relationship, here's what we need to do. But before we talk about connecting the dots, let's just define what domestic violence really is. You see, domestic violence is the willful intimidation, physical assault, battery, sexual assault, and sometimes the behavior is so abusive that it almost becomes systematic to the point that it exerts power and control over the other person. Oftentimes it's by an intimate partner or another member of the family. Domestic violence has no respect of persons. That simply means it doesn't attack only certain people, but it affects all people, no matter what race, what gender, what your sexual orientation is, what your economic status is, your religion, nationality, or community you come from. Domestic violence has no respect of persons. It is often accompanied by emotionally abusive and controlling behavior. What does that mean exactly? Well, sometimes it starts out very subtle. And you think that, oh, they just love me so much. They just don't want to lose me. And the abuser may even apologize to you profusely and say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to do that. I never want to hurt you. And next thing you know, it accelerates and it intensifies to the point where the abuser becomes so dominating and powerful over you that they hurt you. They leave physical marks on your body. It can traumatize you psychologically, and almost in some cases actually end up in homicide, where the person is murdered. If you are involved in a domestic violence situation or know someone else who is, here's what you need to do. First, recognize the signs. The signs initially are very subtle, but then they become even more overt. Usually it starts out by the person telling you that you can do nothing right. They degrade you and make you feel worthless. Sometimes they'll show jealousy because you're spending time with your family or your friends, or the time that you spend away from them. They want you to give an account of all your time. Oftentimes they will accuse you of cheating on them, or they'll discourage you from seeing your friends and your family. They may embarrass you or shame you in front of people and put you down. They're very controlling. Some situations, they will not give you money in terms of putting you on a budget or making sure that they can account for every penny spent in the household. Sometimes the abuser will not even give you any money. They will abuse you by refusing to give you money for your expenses. So those are some of the signs of the abuse. But it can get even worse than that, to the point where they won't allow you to make any decisions for yourself. Or they will threaten you that they will harm someone in your family if you don't do things the way they want them done. Sometimes they will force you to do sexual acts or force you to have sex when you don't want to. It can result in being raped, and usually sometimes it can be stalking that appears to be innocent, and it just gets gradually worse and worse. But one of the things that I want you to understand is, if you are experiencing any of these, you need to get out of that situation and get out of it sooner rather than later. If you know anyone who's involved in domestic violence, please call 911. Get them some help. They need to get out of that situation. You can also have them call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-SAFE. That's 800-799-7233. You can also contact the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence via their website, or you can connect to your local domestic violence program in your area by going to the website for the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. If any of this information has been useful, please let me know. Write me a note, give me a call, send me an email, follow me on Facebook, contact me via Twitter, or on my YouTube channel. But remember, the black dot indicates that it is a very severe domestic violence situation, and they need your help. I would love to hear from you, so let me hear from you soon. Thank you so much for your support, and in the meantime, visit my website at www.takecarewithselfcare. And remember, you are a VIP, a very important person. So take care with self-care. If not you, who? If not now, when? See you next week.